And I wasn't honorable with you.
A secretly recorded conversation you will only hear on News Channel 13.
Former New Life Church leader Ted Haggard baring his soul to a young man who claims Haggard sexually abused him more than 2 years ago.
And we're in storm alert as I continue to track snow with live HD Doppler radar. Our exclusive real-time travel in the neighborhood weather network. Get you ready for the morning commute.
Good evening, I'm Heather Skold.
And I'm Eric Singer. Thanks for watching News Channel 13 at 10. It's a News Channel 13 investigation that has dominated headlines in Colorado and across the nation.
Tonight, for the first time, you get to hear from the victim who is at the center of this controversy.
He says the church gave him a large sum of money in a settlement, but feels people need to know what former pastor Ted Haggard did to him. That's why he's coming forward tonight. Haggard left the pulpit in November of 2006 after Mike Jones, a gay escort, made allegations of gay sex and drugs.
Church leaders paid Haggard more than $300,000 and told him to stay out of the media spotlight. Now News Channel 13 uncovers another payout of close to $180,000.
And the man who was paid that money is speaking exclusively with News Channel 13's Tack Landrock.
Well, Eric, by talking to us tonight, he is violating this confidentiality agreement signed between him and New Life Church at the end of 2007. Now, New Life pastor Brady Boyd denies this is hush money. Instead, he calls the almost $180,000 given to the victim financial assistance. But church leaders can sue him for what he's about to say.
It's just a lot of pain, I think. A lot of just mistrust with that church. I've tried going back and sitting through services. It's just really hard.
For more than 2 years, Grant kept a secret from those he once considered his family.
Who's going to believe me? I'm just some 22-year-old kid.
He claims back in 2006, while on a trip to Cripple Creek, former New Life pastor Ted Haggard took advantage of him.
He asked me if we were going to be godly or bad that night.
What did he mean by that?
Pretty much, were we going to just hang out and be friends, or was I going to go buy him porn and masturbate with him and take methamphetamines with him and let him show me all these things that he likes to do, when he travels.
Even though Grant told Haggard no,
I told him that night, I'm like, I just want you to be my pastor and my friend.
He says Haggard exposed himself in their hotel room.
I was just very, I was shocked. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. I'm like, is this really happening?
Grant was fearful to say anything to anyone.
And he kind of made me have a guilt trip about it, so I wouldn't say anything.
Grant met Haggard in 2005 after being kicked out of Moody Bible Institute for his struggles with homosexuality, something he told Haggard the very first day they met.
It seemed like at that moment his eyes just lit up, and his whole attitude towards me changed.
That feeling of acceptance gave Grant new hope. He believed New Life would be a place where he could heal and possibly be a pastor himself.
I'm like, this must be God. Why would this big guy, this big evangelical leader be taking such an interest in me?
After that life-changing night in Cripple Creek, Grant says he fell back into isolation, drinking heavily and taking prescription drugs. He says he even tried to commit suicide 4 separate times.
All I wanted to do was just die. I'm just like, this is not why I came to Colorado Springs.
Just a couple months after Grant's allegations, another man, Mike Jones, a gay escort, claimed he was paid by Haggard for sex. Grant immediately contacted church leaders privately to let them know his story. His only proof, thousands of text messages, he says, from Haggard, detailing gay sexual experiences Haggard was having on the road and his illegal drug use. Those messages were later deleted.
It makes me happy.
I deleted them for you because I did not want your daughter to see them. I did not want your son to see them. I did not want your family to see them. I did not want your wife to see them.
This is a phone call between Grant and Haggard, recorded in July of 2007, while Haggard was living in Arizona.
So you deleted all those text messages?
Yes.
Wow, and you didn't save them in any other form?
Grant recorded the call after he says the church failed to keep their promise to help him with counseling and medical bills.
I didn't save them. I don't have them saved in my computer. I don't have them saved. It was a different phone. I even have a new phone now.
Well, Grant, thank you for doing that.
In part of that call, Haggard admits what he did with Grant was wrong and tries several times to get him to drop his pending lawsuit.
It's better to forgive and let it go.
Yeah.
Forgive the people that have wronged you. I've wronged you. Forgive me. If the church has wronged you, forgive it.
Forgive us our debts.
But Grant says he couldn't forgive when they backed out of their promise to pay his medical bills.
Like, I really felt like the church staff did whatever they could to get me to move to a different city, to get me to stop going to the church, to pretend, make these promises, we'll do whatever we can to help you. But their main focus was, cover it up. Don't say anything. You'll regret it if you come forward. And they think that Ted Haggard is not a harm to the community. And I really think that they're wrong. I think that they're dead wrong. And I think unless people come out and speak about what happened there, that this man could possibly do this again.
Now, Grant still has not seen all of the money he was promised. He is due one more check from the church for the money already paid out. Now, Pastor Brady Boyd says he will not demand this money back. He says the money paid out is insurance money, not tithings from the church. Now, I did contact the church to talk to them about these allegations on Thursday, but instead of agreeing to answer my questions, Pastor Brady Boyd decided to go public with it. Now, we still welcome them to answer our questions tonight.
Thank you, Tack. And we want to hear what you think. Head to KRDO.com, then click on the banner New Life Church Scandal Revealed.
Well, certainly slick roads tonight.